Any of this? I sent you.
Yeah, I watched it the other day when
Did
I
you
was
watch?
bored.
Have you seen any of the book though? Like in any of like, dude, the threads on TV have been so. Oh my god.
I just can't bel I mean, I guess I can believe that he wrote it, but that he thinks that
What's up, Global?
it's like, "What are you doing, bro? This is gay as fuck."
Well, we got some examples. Anyways, James Rolfe wrote a book,
An
an
autobiography, right?
autobiography.
Look what I got. It's finally
Just opening it up and look what I got. No one cares. Though ironically, I think a lot of people are purchasing it just to like see how insane, like how bad it
I'm
is.
bad at it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I
considering getting a copy.
unironically want that copy that he has, the not for resale copy.
That's good. Yeah, that's rare.
my autobiography.
Exactly.
This is the first printed copy.
You
That's
know
why it
me.
says not for resale, but that won't be there when you buy it.
I want that.
So it's for sale now. It's called A Movie Making Nerd. It takes you through my entire history from growing up making zero budget films before
We're making
YouTube,
0
before
films.
the internet, before digital video, all the way to creating web series like The Angry Video Game Nerd. If you've seen
Hey,
Cinemassacre
BBC.
200 and The Dragon in My Dreams, those are two videos that many fans have told me they were inspired by. And I was really moved by that. So if you like those, this is sort of like an expanded literary version. It goes much more in depth, far more in depth than anything I've ever put out there before.
Really, really, really in depth, unnecessarily in depth, and we will see some of that in a moment.
There's a lot more personal stuff in here, and it goes outside filmmaking to talk about life in general. I
So
talk
he
about
must own all these other books.
Yeah, I think so. I like how the Kevin
Cool,
Smith one,
dude.
like, oh my goodness.
Dude, imagine
Well,
being, like, into this. Like, I love my books, but they're so fucking based. My books are so fucking
well,
based.
you'll catch what he says in a
the
little
good
bit here.
times, the triumphs,
I
and
couldn't imagine
successes,
having any of
but I
these
also
books
talk
on my
about the bad
shelf.
times. I talk about my past, dealing with depression,
My
anxiety,
books are so fucking
self-esteem
based.
issues, troubles in school, all
I
things
love
that I've
my fucking
overcome and
books.
moved on
I
from.
got, like, 4 I have no more shelf space for books. I got, like, 14 of them stacked up on the filing
It's
cabinet
like
over
a
here
coming
next to
of
me.
age story.
I got them on the floor underneath the bookshelf.
What is up with this picture here? It's one of the images on the front. It's like
Dude,
an
is
old
that, like
picture of him. He
yeah,
has like a
but, like,
do-rag or something.
he looks like he's
Or
Islam.
a Muslim, yeah.
I think it's like he was killed in Palestine by Israelis, and that's one of the fucking things that's being carried through the street on, like, a flag, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a artist's recreation or if it's like some Photoshop filter or something, but it looks very weird.
About growing up, learning from mistakes, and he
Hey,
also
boring
goes
stream.
into adulthood and talks about finding employment and raising children, with the main theme of
James
how I turned my
Rolfe
hobby
Islam in
into a
prison.
career. I made sure to include a lot of funny stories too, even embarrassing ones, anything I remembered to give you some laughs along the way. I made sure to put it all down. I just wanted to share all the experiences from my life that impacted me. It's important to me, and I know it'll be important to
It
someone
really
else.
is this easy to get a book published
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't think this is exactly like print on demand, but
because
it's
well, like,
something
I'm
similar.
pretty sure, like, most things are like that now, where
Yeah.
you can get a lot anything published, and then if
Which is
somebody buys
good
a
to
physical
in some
copy, then
ways.
it gets
Yeah.
printed. 'Cause, like, I've bought a lot of books, and it says, like, the, print date of, month and year that I bought it. Not too many,
Who
but
gives
some
a
of the
shit about this faggot's life himself? Which is fun. Like it's, we'll see. I got like
And
you
the
got.
reason I know is
That's it.
because I've read a
I
lot of
can't wait to show it to you,
autobiographies that
Prophet.
inspired me.
Like
It's
so.
my favorite type of literature. There's nothing like getting the full story
Okay,
from
so
an
that
author.
did you catch that? Autobiographies are his favorite type of literature.
dude, autobiographies were, like, my favorite type of literature when I was in, like, 4th or 5th grade,
I don't think
and
I've
I
ever
like
even read an autobiography.
and they would be like the teachers would be like, "What's your" and I'd be like, "I don't fucking read. The only books I read are the books I have to do reports on in school."
Yeah, I'm just gonna read this book on Mo
So
Vaughn.
like, no, Ted Williams, JFK, John Glenn,
They are boring as
and
fuck.
Joseph Stalin are four that I remembered that I've read autobiography or biographies on for projects in school.
Carrie Fisher wishful drinking. Oh man, she was such a loser.
Yeah.
Artist you enjoy, whether it's
This was
an
before Ted
actor,
Williams was dead,
director, or
Faust.
musician. As an example, when I was
31379.
around 15, I read Rebel Without a Crew by Robert Rodriguez. Before that, I never had any confidence to make movies.
Yeah,
But then I read about this 23-year-old guy who raised some money for an incredibly low-budget film, El Mariachi. He didn't let anything hold him back. He just went out there and did
Wow,
it.
that's so
And that
inspiring.
motivated me. And then sometime later, I read this book by Lloyd Kaufman, All I Need to Know About Filmmaking I Learned from the Toxic Avenger. This one also inspired me, but it was also very funny, even self-deprecating at times.
Wow.
So with these kind of books, they can be happy,
Wow.
sad, funny, maybe gives a
Look,
little
it can
advice
be
here and there.
funny.
The best are when they share all the personal stuff, and maybe you read something in there and triggers a memory of your own, something
So is that him
relatable,
again?
makes you
that picture. Yeah, all these are. I don't know. He must have been like 19 or something here.
feel not so alone, gives you perspective, gives you motivation to pursue your own thing. I love these kind of books.
It looks so weird.
Holy shit.
I guess it is like
So
like an
that's him
artist, like
younger, but with a mustache?
yeah, he had like this like pedo
That's
stash back when he was
fucking
like a teenager.
Love them. So I knew
weird.
I had to pass down my own story for anyone else who might find
What a
value in it.
fuck.
In fact, I started writing this 20 years ago. The first drafts were on floppy disks.
What could you have written then?
He started writing his autobiography when he was in his
When
like
he was
early
in
before he
early
even
20s,
anything.
right?
Yeah.
Early 20s.
The first AVGN video, I think he was like 25 maybe. It
Dude,
was like
what
2004,
the
2005.
fuck?
Yeah, he started. That's what I mean. Like it's like just
I don't
slowly
get
over
it.
the. He is like a huge narcissist. There's
Yeah, like
there's so much in the book to pick through. Like I said, the threads on TV have been hilarious. Just people picking through it and finding all these like these great entries. Plus critters. That's funny. Maxwell video cassette on what the floppy whatever.
I wrote
yeah,
this
who
stuff
cares?
down
Don't worry about
while it
it.
was still fresh in my mind. And in all the years since, I've had many more stories to add. So
I
this
can
was
pull
always
off
a
having a
growing
mustache, but my
work
wife
in
doesn't like it.
progress. But now it's finally
She
out.
always
I
I
poured my heart and
can only
soul
keep
into
it for a
this.
while.
It's not just any story, it's my whole
My
life
dad had
I mean,
story.
she
one when I
doesn't
was
It's
say
my
I have.
example,
I'm in
and
charge of
I'm giving
myself.
it to you. I hope it serves
Yeah,
as some
easy.
kind of
I don't listen to her.
inspiration. You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah, she
There's a
doesn't make
physical
the
version
rules.
and a Kindle version. Also, there's an audio version read by me. So take your
Is
pick.
that just the sticker from the VHS? Anyways, okay, get that out of there. Let's look at some of this. Well, you can't see it, but I'll have it up on the stream. All right, so it's often been talked about, and he's mentioned it before, how he went to a special ed school. Okay, have you
Yeah,
heard of
yeah,
that? Yeah, like
yeah.
but
heard of
it,
that.
never for how much time. I guess he went for 7.5 years. It's actually quite remarkable that he ended up somewhat normal considering this, but check this out. I was
Yeah.
a temperamental child. I hated going to school. I'd ignore my fellow classmates when they'd greet me. I'd refuse to participate in class activities. I'd collapse on the floor and scream, throwing temper tantrums constantly. I wouldn't eat anything or go to the bathroom until I'd wet my pants.
Holy shit, was he
This is real.
abused?
This is from
Yeah,
the
no,
book.
he was like molested or something.
Yeah, I was afraid of loud noises such as clapping and laughing, and wouldn't go near balloons for fear they'd pop. I refused to attend any birthday parties. I was antisocial, demanding anything I wanted.
Something's not right.
Yeah. My mom felt guilty and helpless, but there was nothing she or anyone did wrong. I don't know why I acted the way I did. So yeah, so they sent him to a special ed school. Reading the evaluations from psychologists was very interesting. Some of it was flattering. They said I exhibited high intelligence for my age. I excelled at solving puzzles, but I was obsessed with tiny details in a room, like a ceiling fan, which I said was too loud to hear the psychologist talk over. So it's like obviously like autistic or something.
Yeah, he's just like classic autism,
Yeah.
which is fine.
How do we know this wasn't written by Kittler? Could be.
It can be Asperg.
Oh, this one's fucking funny. So this is like at the end of his
But
time
the
at
wetting
special
his
ed.
pants at school instead of going, that's an issue. Like that needs to be like,
Yeah.
no.
So he was 16 when this happened. But something very unfortunate happened on my last day. My bus driver and bus assistant both said something cruel to me that came out of nowhere. It started when, the day before, I got another ride home and forgot to inform them. They got real mad and scolded me over it. The only quote I remember is, "Nobody tells us anything. We're the bottom of the totem pole. The ball's on the dick." Having an adult speak to me this way upset me. They took advantage of the fact that I was the shy kid who wouldn't say anything. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to. I felt helpless, bottling up my anger the whole ride to school. When I got there, I reacted in a very impulsive way. I kicked a window on the classroom door, not expecting it to break, but it did. It cracked into a spider web pattern. Then I screamed and collapsed crying.
Jeez, Jamesy. Get a grip, bro.
Balls on the dick.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I like that. That I like.
So this one, I think I don't know if the one on the side is real, or the one on the right side is real, but the one on the left is. The one on the right side mentions, he says, cross-dressing like a degenerate. So I think that's someone having a goof, but this one's real. This is about him when he was working at some store or something. One day I was in charge of opening shoe boxes and pulling the paper stuffing out of them. I did it for hours, stopping at nothing, but the boss didn't like my progress. He yelled at me for going too slow, even though there was not a thing I could do to go any faster. He looked down at me like I was a teenage slacker. It upset me
Dude.
so much. Listen to this. This is insane. I tried purposefully to cut my hand with a box cutter. I didn't want to cause any serious harm, just enough to need a band-aid so I could blame the boss for making me work too fast. Nothing came of it. It was a stupid idea.
Yeah, that's insane. And
yeah, it's
you're
James
like
Rolfe.
that's I wouldn't, that's like a crazy, you would not ever want him as an employee.
And this is in
Ever.
his autobiography. It's just, that's what people
Like,
are saying
what a
about it. There's just
nut.
like no self-awareness. Like this isn't stuff that you share.
should
He
be
just
saying.
presents
Yeah,
himself as
holy
this
shit.
very callous person. About 10 years later,
Holy
I
fuck.
happened to stop by the same store and saw the same people working there. I thought to myself, wow, how I changed and move on, while others were stuck in the same place. Kind of made me feel lucky and very fortunate after all.
Yeah, you rock, James.
uh,
You're the king of the world. Because you went to what type of school? Like, Bernie, you got a degree in what? And no, because he got lucky at YouTube. That's literally the only reason he's
yeah,
successful.
he was just in
at
the
all.
right place at the right time with the right thing.
Because what would he be doing otherwise? Just like editing shitty videos?
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
that's, yeah.
He talked about it, right?
Oh, and this is
Didn't
when
he
he
talk?
thought about killing himself.
Oh,
Now, the
cool.
context was behind this was, I guess it was like when he was at college and he filmed these guys, like his friends, like destroying like college property, like partying and like shooting rockets off the roof and stuff like that. So he was expelled. He later just got it suspended, but he filmed it. He filmed the fucking footage, and it's found its way to the dean. So this is him contemplating suicide. I went over to the ocean, standing alone, staring into the rolling waves. The white noise washed over my brain as all my negative emotions numbed me to the core. Anger towards whoever leaked the tape, sadness over letting my parents down, frustration over the dean not giving me a chance to defend myself, humiliation and embarrassment over telling everybody I was going to be a film student only to get myself kicked out, fear and uncertainty over the future, shock over the whole I can never say that right. Surreality of it.
Is that? I don't even know if
I don't think that's how you say.
surreal.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's right.
I don't think surreality is a word. It's just like that Hex guy that commented on our thing saying the trustliness or trustfulness or trustliness or some weird of Hex. Yeah, I don't know.
Disappointment in seeing my social and professional life suddenly yanked away from me, just as it was about to begin. Confusion as to how it happened. Guilt for incriminating my friends.
You know how it happened, dude.
And worst of all, the one thing that gave my life meaning and made me feel good about myself was now gone. Life had no purpose anymore, so I thought. I decided I should die. I let my body go limp and collapsed in the water, waiting to drown.
Oh my God. Where did he do this?
You'd be embarrassed to admit you're a film student? Haha, yeah, I would totally be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed to admit that. I can't believe anyone would be a film student. Haha. Anyways. For a while, I just laid there. Then, splash! A big wave hit me hard, rolling my body and dragging my face along in the muddy sand. I became disoriented, not knowing which way was up or down. I felt I felt salty water rushing into my lungs. The next thing, I was struggling to find the service.
Don't believe this happened.
What was this? I thought I wanted to die. But suddenly I was motivated by a natural instinct to stay alive, an instinct that I didn't care how badly the odds were stacked against me. In that moment, I was given a mental game over screen with two options, continue or quit. I chose continue. I was going to fight this thing to the bitter. That's so weird. Why is it like to the bitter end? Coughing up the water, I ran back, calling for my mom who was sitting on the beach, and he's doing so. That's just some of the.
Wait. His mom was sitting on the beach.
I guess so.
What? Wait.
I wasn't quite a film student, but in some ways I was. Say art student, I guess.
What? He did this while his mom was on the beach?
Apparently.
He was gonna kill himself in front of his mother. What a fucking
dude, it's nuts. I am gonna, because he's releasing an audiobook for it.
Yeah, no, it sounds like he was on vacation, so it sounds like he was just gonna kill himself in front of vacation or in front of his parents on vacation. That's cool, James. That's cool. Over getting kicked out of college. Like that's the end of the.
And he ended up not even. Well, that's the thing. All the kids that he filmed, all ended up getting expelled, but he ended up with just a suspension because he was like basically retarded, and I think his parents were like, "Look." Well, that's because it's all right. It wasn't university. It was community college.
And he's retarded.
Yeah.
James. How does this motherfucker...
But...
Well, it makes...
Yeah, no, I only have an associate. But some people do like it. Like this gentleman.
So
And yes, just in case any Cinemassacre Truth tranny happens to find this video, yes, I took this from the subreddit, found it on there. Congratulations. Yes, I am stealing content. Go dilate.
James Rolfe's autobiography, A Movie Making Nerd, and it is a very excellent read. I have been a fan of James's work for many, many years now. Basically, almost everything he's done with Cinemassacre, I've seen.
This guy.
Mainly the AVGN and Board James.
Keep him.
Stuff, and I've seen.
Keep him away.
Well, okay, I may have been
from anything you hold
I
dear.
haven't seen every single thing he's done, but I've certainly borne witness to many of his films and been an admirer.
The room's so dark, but it's actually like like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
He's a great guy, and I'm honestly really proud that he was able to not just piece together an entire like memoir, autobiography of his life story as a
just realized what's on his shirt.
Filmmaking nerd, and just basically telling his life story.
You notice what's on? It's Charlie Brown.
Yeah, it's Charlie.
I just think it's a really, really great read from just someone who I have a huge amount of respect for.
Maybe you got the shirt with a Blu-ray copy of the movie. I don't know.
For many years, obviously, and
I do feel a little bad for him too, Funkmaster. He seems very.
I feel very bad for him. Holy shit.
He seems very, very isolated.
Yeah.
very, 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 very isolated. But
not good. Not good
I did check out his channel, and he is a fur fag, so you could.
Ooh,
or at least I'm assuming that looks like he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got that right there.
Yeah. He's a deer.
He's a deer boy.
Oh, this is fucking whack.
I wonder if he has any
this is
audio.
Jesus.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I am so bored right now.
Oh.
Wonder if I should shave my face at some point. I mean, I have been shaving for a little bit, but maybe I should just trim some hairs a little bit, maybe. That could look good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's I don't like his voice. That's spooky. That's spooky. That sent a chill up my spine when he said that.